Are we recording? I hope so. The red light came on. Hi, everybody. How is everybody doing? It's Sandy Bacus here with my new channel name, Sandy B. Stitcher. Glad to see everybody back. And let's see, today is Thursday and it's January the 10th. I have a lot going on today. I have a lot to talk about. So I am going to be leaving shortly to go to a ladies' lunch out from our church. So I'm going to record here for a little bit, get as much in as I can, and then I'll finish it up this afternoon after I get back and I've got my belly all full. So let's get started. First, I wanted to give you an update on, I have some notes here. They're kind of all over the place, but we'll just go with it. First, an update on family members and so forth that I've been asking for prayers for. Olivia, as I said, she spent the Christmas holiday in the hospital. She is home now. I guess my brother took the gifts over there just a couple of days ago, and they all liked their gift cards they got. And Olivia did really like her pillow. And I guess at first she was just all excited because it was a little pillow. And then her dad read to her what it said on it. So it was kind of touching. So she is currently not receiving chemo. They want her blood counts to be stable for a certain period of time, and then they're going to decide when to restart the chemo. So continued prayers, please, or good thoughts if you're not a praying person. Lori is doing okay. We're supposed to be getting together soon. Later on in the video, I'm going to be showing you a special piece that I am stitching for her, and I have that almost finished. And so as soon as I get that done and put together, I will be, I told her she has something coming special. So I'll show you that a little bit later. My cousin's wife, Barb, needs some prayers. I think I've asked for prayers for her in the past. She has COPD, and she just has major lung issues. She does not have lung cancer. It's just the COPD, and she continued to smoke. And as far as I know, she was still smoking in the fall. And she's had several episodes, and they told her, well, even one cigarette a day is one cigarette too many. So hopefully she has quit that now, but she has been in the hospital since, I think, Friday night they took her in. She had to be intubated, which means they put the tube down your throat that the machine breathes for you. And they were just able to wean her off of that. Let's see, today's Thursday. That would have been Tuesday evening that they were just finally able to get her off of that ventilator. They weren't sure that she would ever come off of it. She was that bad. She's having problems with AFib, which is irregular heart. Her blood sugar went way up. Her blood pressure was totally out of control. So she really needs prayers. They said it's going to be a long recovery this time. She's been intubated before, and it did take her a long time. So prayers and good thoughts for her. And, it seems like when you reach a certain age, all of your family and friends have problems, and everybody needs prayers. So bear with me here. One more. And several months ago, I had asked for prayers for my friend's wife. I had told you that Dan and Bonnie used to be really, really good friends of mine, and Bonnie was basically like a best friend to me. We had met them at church, and she died of a brain tumor several years ago now. I can't. For some reason, 2012 is sticking in my mind, and that could have been when it was. As you get older, dates and stuff just don't stick. I'm lucky I remember how old I am and how old my kids are. Anyways, back to the thing here. Back in the fall, I had asked for prayers for Dan's new wife, Jenny. They've just been married a couple of years here. She had been diagnosed with lung cancer. And unfortunately, she passed away on New Year's Eve. It was a very aggressive lung cancer, and from diagnosis to death, it was only 8 months. That's fast. And Dan needs prayers, good thoughts. To lose 2 wives in a very short period of time, I can't even imagine how he's handling it, but I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm just going to ask you to please pray for him or have good thoughts for him to help him through his time of grieving and to keep him going. So that's that. All right, moving on. I'm going to try to mark these things off as I talk about them so I can get through all this. Welcome to everybody. Thank you for coming back. And if you're a new subscriber, thanks for stopping by. I know I've been picking up some new subscribers, and it kind of makes you feel good when you see that, get that email that says so-and-so has subscribed to your channel. Very nice. And I've gotten some really nice comments, and we'll be talking about that here in a little bit. But just thank you. I really enjoy being here for you guys. I do this channel for me, but the fact that a lot of you come and you want to watch and you want to share this with me, it's fantastic. So please keep coming back. So we'll mark that off. Okay, in my last video, I had mentioned something about this gray hair up here, and what did you think? Well, a couple of people commented, and I had a really good suggestion from someone, and I answered them back, and I don't remember just exactly who it was, but they had said something about maybe possibly getting a loose perm or something. And you know what? That may be something that I try towards spring, because right now in the winter when my hair is dry and everything, with hairspray, I can kind of manage to style it a little bit. But in the summer when the humidity hits, oh man, forget it. I can't, it just, so that may be something for me to think about come spring, is to go and see if they would give me kind of just a loose or a body perm or just some loose waves or something like that, just kind of to give it a little bit of oomph. So thank you very much for that comment and for anybody else who commented on it. So I'll mark that off. Let's see, what else? Oh, I told you I was reading a book about anxiety, and one of the things was don't talk about it. So I'm not really going to be talking about how it's affecting me or anything like that. But I did want to mention that I read another kind of profound thing in there, and it's basically, it said, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And that kind of hit home with me, because there's a lot of times when I go around here and I'm telling Bob, you left this light on, you left the heater on in the bathroom, you slapped coffee all over the floor, you dropped food under the table and you didn't clean it up. And that do you want to be right or do you want to be happy kind of hit with me, because I thought that doesn't make me happy when I'm going around and reminding him of all the messes he's made and the things he didn't do or the things he did do that he shouldn't have. And so I thought, and I'm sure it doesn't make him happy. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to stop. If he doesn't know that he did that stuff, so what? I don't need to let him know that he did it or didn't do it or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm letting it go. And when he starts, he knows how to push my buttons. And sometimes I know what he's doing because I see a little smirk on his face, because he likes to get me going. I don't know, do your husbands do that, or your significant others? Do they try to just needle you a little bit just to get you excited? He says, I need to get excited every once in a while. Well, now I'm trying to catch that and not play into it. But anyways, I would rather be happy than to be right. So that's going to be one of my new things. And I thought maybe that might help some of you out in your life. Okay, can check that one off. Okay, another thing that Where am I at here? Okay, Bob went to the neurologist yesterday. That's the doctor for Parkinson's. And the doctor said he was doing quite well. We talked about the balance issues and everything and the falling down. And the doctor suggested Tai Chi. Now, Bob isn't too sure about this because he doesn't really know what Tai Chi is. I've tried to explain it to him. But the doctor suggested I go on the internet, see what I can find, and that I do it with him. So I did a little checking on YouTube, and I found a couple of videos that I'm going to suggest to Bob that we try. So I'll let you know how that goes. Okay, now I want to announce the chart winners for the charts I showed last week. So let me check the time. Okay, we're still good. This one here, that was I think most people mentioned the sampler, had the Resurrection sampler in it. And there was this little Cherished Mother pillow. And let's see, was there something else in here? I'm trying to do this quickly. I think that was it. The winner of this is Amanda Wright. Amanda, I'm not sure whether I have your address or not. Something tells me no. So would you please send me an email? My email address will be below in the video, and I will get this out to you. The winner of the alphabet pillow is Beata Hyde. So Beata, I have your address. I will get this out to you. And the next one was the ornamental flowers, the poinsettia, and the other ones. And there was some other charts in this too. I think there was that pretty horse and so forth. And I think there was some borders in there. The winner of this one is Violet 99 Carr. So Violet, I know that I don't have your address, so please send me an email at my address below, and I will get this out to you. Now, please, everybody understand, I will fold these and put them into a business size envelope to send them out to you. So, and I will show you some new charts probably this afternoon because I don't have them out yet. So let me mark that out. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you really quick, I won a giveaway from Canadian Stitcher, Lynn, and it was for this chart right here, and I thought that was kind of cute. It was for her 100 subscriber giveaway. Okay, so I thought this was what I was getting, just this. Okay, she did send me a message and she said, oh, I'm making a little something for you. So I'm thinking, oh, she's making me a little bookmark or a little ornament or something like that. And then yesterday, the mail carrier plopped something on my front porch. So I went out there and there's this great big box. Look at the size of this box. Good size box, huh? And I'm like, what the heck? So I open this thing up. Oh my gosh, for a 100 subscriber giveaway? Lynn, you went way over the top. I was so shocked. I got my husband up here. I says, look at all this stuff. So I'm going to show it all to you. The first thing in here that really blew me away was in this plastic bag. And I'm going to get this out. She said that this is an arm knitted double wrap infinity scarf, that she handmade it for me and said that she hoped that I enjoyed my goodies. Wow. And look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? And you can put it and wrap it around. Boy, this is going to keep me warm. I love it. It's beautiful. I've never seen anything with this arm knitting. I'm going to have to check that out and see what that is all about. And she sent me the thing from the yarn, so I'll know what the care instructions are. And it's called Wool Ease Thick and Quick. And that And that just in itself, I thought, oh wow, that's so cool. But then I kept finding more in this box. So I'm gonna try to, okay, the next thing that I pulled out of there was this little pouch. And when I opened this little pouch up, and I'm sure that all this stuff is handmade by Lynn, there's this beautiful little choker. Now, I have to say, no, I'll wait till I show you this stuff and then I'm gonna. Okay, next, there was this box, and I opened this box up, and in here are these, can you see that? The earrings are gonna fall, so maybe what I should do is, and then there's earrings that match. Beautiful. And she put a note in here that said this is, and I don't know how to say this, Swarovski pendant and earrings. Amazing. And then, oh, there's more. And then I opened this little box, and it says that these are multi gemstones and dragonfly anklet. Beautiful, huh? And then all these little bracelets. See all those? And then there is these beautiful earrings. And look at this. Oops, I'm holding it down too far. Isn't it adorable? So pretty. And then, trying to do this quickly. Look at this. She says it's wrap-around magnetic bracelet, anklet, or necklace, or grocery list holder for a fridge because it's magnetic. It is very pretty. And then, it's not done yet. On her videos, she shows that she uses a large magnet board, and she puts her chart on one side, and then she has put magnets on a bunch of stuff like, oh, her scissors and different types of things that she attaches along the side. So she's got it right there. You know, I use these magnet boards, but I use the smaller size. And, this is a larger one. I can certainly use a larger one too. So this was, you know, a welcome gift. And then, apparently she must have heard me say how much I love Paula Vaughn, or maybe, I don't know whether she knew that or not. But look at this. Can you see it? Paula Vaughn. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And it's called Perfect Patterns. And I was going to see, I don't think that I had seen this one before. And I was going to look and see what, oh, it says 1997. So it still is one of the older Paula Vaughns. I didn't think there were any new ones. But look at that. So, and that finally hits the bottom of the box. So, Lynn, thank you so much. I was going to send you an email and let you know that I got it, and I didn't get around to it. I have been really busy with a lot of VA paperwork and stuff, trying to get all that taken care of for my husband. And in fact, they just called today, the VA did, and we've got to go for he's got to go for another appointment. We're trying to, Disabled American Veterans is helping him. They think that he should be getting more VA pensions. So that's what we're working on. But anyways, I wanted to let you know that I got all that stuff. And Lynn, thank you so much. you can check out Lynn, Canadian Stitcher. I will try to link her in my video below. She is new to Flosstube. She's only been doing it for a short time. And like I said, this was her 100 subscriber giveaway, and she's wanting to have another giveaway for 250 subscribers. And I don't know whether she's close yet, but check her out and see if she's someone that you would want to subscribe to. Okay, so that was my my gift. Let's see, what time is it? Okay, I've got just a little bit left. So you know what I'm going to do now? I am going to do my thank yous to all my commenters. I think that I made my way through all the comments, hearted everything, commented back on everything, but I do want to recognize my commenters because it takes time to stop and make a comment. And I have found myself, you know, I'm watching on TV now, and so I have to go back on another device to like leave a comment or whatever. And I'm finding that I'm just going through and going, okay, I watched this one, then delete, 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 delete out of my list. And I'm not commenting like I used to. So if you were used to getting a comment from me and you're not getting them now, that's why I had gotten really behind and I was trying to catch up. And so I was just zipping through them, watching them, and just deleting them out of my list. So to these people, I would like to say thank you because you did take the time to leave a comment. And I really, really appreciate that because I love getting comments. I really do. So I'm going to quickly go down through this list, and it's just thank you to everybody. Crafty Cat Stitcher, Carrie in Stitches, Artful Stitchery, Cindy Cannon, Crafty Ray, Beata Hyde, Nikki Kessler, Cross My Stitches, Jackie, Pixie Stitch, Pauline S., Patricia Ferry, Sarah Starr, Dorothy Jordan, Violet 99 Carr, Till the Last Stitch Lana, Amanda Wright, Lynn Blackwood, and Jay Goodry 94. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Those were all the comments. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I try to be very careful about that, but you know, I guess it could happen. So I'm going to mark that off so that I know that I have done that when I come back to this afternoon. And I did this, so we'll mark that off, so I don't think I have to do that yet. Okay, let's see. I do have a purchase coming. It's a Evertote bag, and I have not received that yet. So if it should happen to come before this afternoon, I will show you that. I'll have some charts later in here to show you, and I don't think I'm going to do any pictures this time because I haven't had a chance to get any out, and this video is going to be long enough as it is. So I do have something. I'm going to pause you for 1 second here. Okay, I'm back. I wanted to show you, I have this box that it's just a plastic tray, and it's loaded with cards. And some of them are just some thank you notes, and some of them are some boxes with some cards in. And I think they're all kinds of different things. My mom used to get cards, you know, she'd join those things, and they'd send her these little boxes of cards. And then some of them are just ones, some of them are get well cards, different ones. What I'd like to do, these have just been sitting around. I went through once and threw away all the stuff where the envelopes had sealed themselves to each other. What I'd like to do is to maybe for the next couple of months and see how it goes, I'd like to send cards out to people. So if you are feeling down, or if you've been ill, or if you have a birthday coming up in the next few months, how about you send me an email and just say, send me a card. and tell me what's going on, whether it's birthday or you're sick or you're just feeling a little low, or, you know I have days like that, sometimes weeks like that. And a card coming in the mail can be a real pick-me-up. So, or if you know of someone else and you are able to share their address with me, just send me a little email and maybe I'll send out a few of these cards. And so if you would happen to get a request from me for your address, it will probably be because I'd like to send you a card. I think that what I might do is just randomly select a comment that came from somebody, and maybe using the random comment picker or something, and just maybe ask you, if I don't have your address, ask for your address so that I could send you out a card sometime here in the next couple of months. So let's try that and see how that works out. And if it doesn't work out, or it gets to be too much for me, then I'll stop. Kind of like the charts, when I took a break from the charts for a while. Okay, I'm going to pause you again and get this thing out of here and regroup my thoughts. Okay, I'm back again. The rest of the things that I have, I need to get together before I can do it as part of the video, but I can take a minute and just talk a little bit about what my plans are upcoming. I've been working a lot on Shades of Summer, which is my Artisy full coverage. I did just a little bit on my new Hade, but on Friday there is going to be a stitch-a-thon in Cross Stitch Finish Line, which I'm going to try to do those stitch-a-thons again. I haven't participated in quite a while. And I'm going to work on the new Hade. And what my plan is at this point, and of course I don't make long-term plans because I don't ever stick with them, so you know, I'm here, there, everywhere. But for the short term, my idea is that, like this week, I stitched on Shades of Summer a lot. Next week, starting with tomorrow night for the stitch-a-thon, I'm going to stitch on Minnie Mount Cabin Home, the Hade, which is a Heaven and Earth design, for anybody who doesn't know that. Big, full coverage. And I'm going to stitch on that for the next week. And then the week after that, I will go back to Shades of Summer and stitch on that, along with all my other things that I'm stitching on. So that's just some short-term plans. So I can mark that off, and that's it for right now. I'm going to close this out, get ready to go to my lunch, and then I will be back this afternoon and finish this up with showing you my whips, showing you some new charts to give away, and showing you that project that I'm working on for Lori. So I'll see you later this afternoon. Hi guys, I'm back again. And look, Lynn, I got the scarf on. That should keep me nice and warm. I'm not used to having anything up and around my neck, so if you see me playing with this thing, that'll be why. I went to lunch, had a great time. There was probably about 12 of us, and it was nice to get out. It's cold outside though. Ooh. But yeah, our weather here, we had been up around 50 and a lot of rain, and then it got really cold. Excuse me. Still have that lingering cough. It got really, really cold, and I think the temperature out there today is like a high of 28, and we got a little bit of snow, and not much, just a little bit. I don't know if we're supposed to get more or not. Over east of Cleveland in what they call the snow belt area, they were talking 6 inches there yesterday, so oh well, but it's cold. Okay, I'm going to get back into, where's my notes, and catch up where I left off earlier today. Let me show you the charts that I'm going to give away first. I'll just kind of go through this stuff. And the mail came, and I did get some stuff in the mail, so I'll be showing you that shortly. All right, this one here is, let's see if they have a bigger picture or if it's just this one. No, I guess it's just this one. Hold it up there close enough so you can see it. It's like a little log cabin. And it says, plan ahead. Oh, I see. It's the Ark. See, I just glanced at it. See the animals and Noah? It's Noah's Ark. It's just a little one, though. It says plan ahead. It wasn't raining when Noah built the Ark. And I guess these are called coffee breaks because these are just small little charts that could be done up in an afternoon. And let me see the size here, if they've got it. Stitch count 114 by 102, but there is a lot of open space in that. And on the very back there is an alphabet that goes with something else, but the chart's there for an alphabet. So if you ever needed a simple alphabet, there it is. So if you are interested in this one, please say you would like to stitch the Ark. All right, let's move right along to the next one. And the next one is, I've shown these before, but probably at least a year ago. Well, if I can get it apart. This is one that, because I love the colors in this so much, I had thought about just keeping this and doing it myself, but I've got so many charts. Love. And that is charted there, and that's it. There's just the one. And the stitch count on that is 91 high by 65 wide. So there you go. And they show it, you know, done, the letters 2 on top, 2 on bottom, and then they show it spread out. And it is charted so that, I'm just going to show you the chart real quick there. It's charted so that you could do it in the one format, or you could spread those out and do them in the other format. So if you're interested in this one, say you would like to stitch Love. And one more. I think I'm going to try to stick to 3 a week for now, and we'll see how that goes. I think it was when I started trying to show too many each week was when I kind of got burned out on it. And these are bunnies. They're called Bunny Buddies. There's 2 of them there. A little female and a little male one. And let's see what else might come with this. There's a little thing here for doing something on plastic canvas. Let's see, there's a picture, but I don't know if that has the chart. There. Okay, there are those 2 bunnies. Then there's a chart for something else. Then there's some little bluebirds. There is another little, like a sampler type. And then there's another little bunny like this, but it's just the chart. I don't think this, oh yeah, it's the one that's up here. So there's quite a few charts for this. So for this one, so you'd like to stitch the bunny or bunnies, whichever. Okay, moving right along. Let me move those over there out of the way. Next, I am going to show you what I got. First, I wanted to mention I had ordered some Stitchy Pop needles, and if you're not familiar with those, they have just a little tiny ball tip on the end of them, and I use 14 count or 16 count mostly, and they really help, especially if you're doing full coverage, where you get into a spot where you've got floss coming in on 3 sides and you need to go down in there. And I always try not to pierce the other floss, although sometimes I do. But these Stitchy Pop needles, just kind of slide in there a lot easier than the regular kind. And I just love them. And they are available from a couple of different shops on Etsy. But this last time, I ordered them from the Farmer's Attic. And their customer service was fantastic. They filled the order right away and shipped it out right away. And I got it very quickly. So the Farmer's Attic on Etsy. And they sent me a nice little card saying thank you. I would, if you see something on there, I would recommend Farmer's Attic on Etsy as good customer service. Okay, and then I got my bag from Evertotes, and of course this is our very own Caroline from Off the Grid Needle Arts and the Friday Off the Grid Facebook group. And if you haven't checked her out, I can't imagine that you haven't heard of Caroline yet. And she included a little charm. I don't know, can you see that? Little butterfly charm, really cute. And here is the bag. Whoops. Sorry. I'm having technical difficulties again. Okay, this I bought for my crochet. So it's kind of a wedged bottom, so it's flat bottomed. And it has a little handle on the side here and a zipper top. And you can see it's a lighter blue in there. I thought this was very, very, very pretty. And it also came with a Notions tote, a matching one, so that I can put my crochet hooks and my scissors and things like that in there. So I'm going to be really happy to transfer my crochet over to this. The bag I was using is just a kind of a tall bag, and it's very floppy and has handles on the top, and it just it's not a good bag to use for for crochet. So I have that. And then in the mail also today, I got my fabric. Now, wait, I'm going to show you the fabric in a minute. Hold that thought. All right, the next thing, I did the charts. I showed you my purchases. Okay, these are the whips that I have been working on. I'm going to start with the ones that I was working on back like 10 days ago and that I have since put away. This I don't have a picture, it's just the chart. This is Do All Things. I call it Do All Things. It says Do All Things with Love across the top. And this one I'm doing on 16 count. This is the original fabric that came with Japanese Garden, and I had thought about just forgetting about this, either not doing it or doing it on some other fabric, but this has loosened up, and I've gotten enough done on it that I'm enjoying it. So there's where that one is. I don't know if I did any more since I last showed it to you, but there it is. And I've now put this one away for now until the next time that it pops up. Okay, there's that one. I'm running out of space. Okay, the next one I had been working on was Birdhouse, and it's this one down here. I originally started this from a magazine chart, and I was having some problems with seeing some of the stuff on the colored magazine chart. So I went looking to see if I could find a picture, and I actually found that I could get all three of these ordered from the Vermilion Stitchery. And they were released by Janlin. I don't know if it was in a kit. It's designed by Donna Vermilion Giampa, and I got it through the Vermilion Stitchery, but it does say on some of the paperwork Janlin on it, so whatever. Here is where I got to on this, and this is on dark lavender, Fabrics by LJ, and everybody is commenting on this fabric and way this looks on this fabric, and I love it. I mean, I bought this fabric when someone else was clearing out stash, but they included the paperwork that showed that it was Fabrics by LJ, and it is a, if I come back here, I think you can see the color much, much better. Can't see the cross stitching much, but you can see the color a lot better. So let me come back in so you can see the stitching, and I decided to, oh, it's kind of washing out, decided to put this away and come back to it later. And on that note, Fabrics by LJ, I had told you I wasn't sure because I had not originally purchased that from Fabrics by LJ. Did some checking. I'm going to take a moment here. And I found out that he sells his fabric on Facebook. And so if you go on if you go on Facebook and search for Fabrics by LJ, he has a Facebook page. Like the page, get notifications. And then what he does is when he dyes fabric, he posts it on there. And a lot of times, if he's going to have a whole bunch coming up, he'll put a little post on there saying when he's going to have fabric. And then you can kind of watch because it goes fast. And he does different materials. He does different stitch counts. And of course, I was looking for 14 count. He finally had one that that I liked, and so I got it. It comes in a little plastic Ziploc bag, and he always puts a little tag in there with the color, the count, and the size. This is lilac, and this is the first time I'm seeing this because I didn't open it. It just came in the mail. And it comes with the edges all serged. So if you're going to use the whole great big piece, it's already ready for you to stitch on. Beautiful. Let me get back here a little bit. Isn't that pretty? He does really nice fabric. And then I'm going to turn it around the other side. Isn't that nice? And his fabric is just so nice and pliable. And so I would recommend this Fabrics by LJ, but you do, it's like I said, you do have to kind of wait and watch and look for the count that you would like and see what color he has up there and then try to get it. He cleared a whole bunch out of his shop just before Christmas, I think it was, or just after Christmas. I can't remember, but he didn't have any 14 count color that I thought I would want to stitch on. But this, yes. So that was my other purchase. So we'll put that over there. Okay, now the next thing was something that I just started. This is a chart that I had pulled out of a magazine, and it's called Summer Sampler. And I thought I'd like to stitch this sometime. Well, then I was looking for something to do for Lori. And I looked at this, and at first I thought about the little bird. But when I looked at the chart is on 2 pages, and it's split right down the middle here. And I didn't feel like messing with cutting and pasting and putting the pieces together. So then I saw this little basket up here, and I thought, that almost looks like a little window. So I decided to do that one. So this is what I am working on and where I've got to with it. So it's almost done. And this is, and what I am thinking about doing with this is I'll cut out around the edges and make it like a square. And then I have some quilt batting, and I'm thinking about putting some quilt batting on it, put some backing fabric on it, sew it all up, and give it to Lori as a prayer pillow. We'll see. Finishing is not my forte, so we'll see how that comes out. Okay, the next project that I worked on was Gloria Vada, This is a dimensions kit. And this fabric was so stiff that it was actually hurting my fingers when I was stitching on it. So after I stitched on it for a day or two, I took it and I dunked it in some water and I soaked it, and it's much better now. But here's where I got to with this. I had previously had just a little corner up here done. So I've got a thread coming across there. Now I got pulled down. I got quite a bit done. So that's a good start, going down that side. And the next one that I worked on was the Heaven and Earth Designs Mini Mount Cabin Home. And this, of course, was just a new start recently. And I had told you I really haven't done much on this. I'm going to have to serge this fabric, but it's kind of stiff, and I'm thinking maybe what I'm going to do is soak it like I did the Gloria bottom, and then let it dry. And but I wanted to start working on it tomorrow night. I don't know if I'd get it soaked and dried by, oh well, we'll see. But anyways, there's my little bitty start. But I did find that this has quite a bit of the same color when you're stitching, and it was stitching up, at least these blocks that I did, were stitching up a lot quicker than a lot of what I've been doing on my Artisy design, Shades of Summer, and you'll see that one in just a minute, because that one has so many color changes. In other words, it's loaded with confetti. Okay, now the next one I worked on here just recently was get the glare off. Am I getting it so you can see it? I keep thinking there's still a lot of glare in the middle there. But anyways, Frederick the Literate Dimensions Kit. And this is where I'm at with this one. And of course, this came with Black Ada, but my piece was too small. And so I went and I bought 14 count brown. And here is where I am at with this one. And just recently I have been working over here in this section, coming down here. And I'm thinking what I may do is stitch across the top to the end and then continue to go down in sections. I'm not sure yet. That's the wondrous thing about cross stitch. You can change your mind as you go. All right, and last but not least, the last thing I've been working on is my Artisy, my Shades of Summer, which is equivalent to a mini Hade. And this is going to be absolutely stunning when it is all finished. And I will show you the whole thing, and then I will show you where I have been working. Can you see it all? Come in a little bit more. I think I still see it on the screen there. Okay, and where I have been recently stitching is, of course, I had finished this page over here, and then I started on the last page. This is the end of the design right here. A few of those stitches right there. So I'll have to continue coming down on this. And this fabric is so supple and easy to work with because I bought this fabric, I have no idea how many years ago, probably back in maybe the 70s or 80s, when Joann Fabrics used to sell 14 count Aida on the bolt. And I had bought a great big, I don't know if I bought a whole yard or what I did, but I cut pieces off of that thing for everything that I was working on back then. And so this fabric's been around for a long, long time, and it was always kind of soft. It never really was real hard like you get the Ada and the packages, because it came, maybe because it came off the bolt. I don't know, but Joann's doesn't have it like that anymore. I think that you can order it if you order it online, but then you got to pay shipping on it. Okay, I think that was everything. I showed you the charts, my whips, my purchases. I think that's it. I said thank you to everybody. Showed the chart winners. I think I got it. So I'm going to let you all go. I know there's plenty of other Flosstubers to watch. And send my hugs out to everybody, send my love out to everybody. Thank you, Lynn, again, for that. Wow, what a package for 100 subscribers. And I will see you all the next time. Again, let's see, let me give you a date for cutoff for requesting those charts. Today is January 10th. Let's cut it off on January 17th. That's a full week. I may get to a video at the end of next week. But if I feel I don't have enough to show you to warrant doing it, then I'll wait a few days. But make your request by the 17th. So, bye everybody. Have a good one.